I do love that even though the pyro drops in 8s, 7s, 10s if you're really lucky, it always ends up at either 0 or just round number. Whereas the stuff beneath it, I mean, come on, 9,838. Pyro worked out wonderfully to somehow end up with 50 spare. Did I really just do that? I did. But 12 hours, let's set the Vitrica off to build. This thing, of course, the only way to get this sword is to finish episode 5. In case you haven't finished episode 5, we'll not put too many spoilers in for this, but if you're looking at this, you probably already know that episode 5 of Nightwave Series 3, the Glassmaker, is how you get this thing. It also comes with this funky little landing craft decoration, but that would be getting into too many spoilers. Even though I will still have to use spoilers in this, but, well, that's just how you go around getting this weapon. There's no other way around it. Why are you there? Did I not set that off to build? Has it just straight up disappeared? Did it insta-build? Well, I tried to rush it, but this happened. No rush it, because I want this thing now. The Vitrica is obviously just like the War, but it shoots glass. By just like the War, I mean it's a giant two-handed sword. But, as you can also see, this thing does way more damage. It has more status, a little bit less crit, slower attack speed, as you would expect from something like this. This thing looks absolutely huge. It is absolutely huge. No polarities? Several polarities. Loading screen? 2 polarities, 2 Vs. Obviously for stances, you have a choice of Cleaving Whirlwind or, yeah, it's not even a choice there. That will always go in there. But, yeah, with 2 Vs, you can do a lot. Let's not sugarcoat this either. After the episode 2 weapon being, best way to put it, lackluster, after the wolf sledge being a pretty decent weapon, having the ability to do this and glass enemies is huge. This thing is actually much better, considering, well, I kind of wish these enemies weren't exploding before I did anything, but considering how good this thing actually turned out to be, I'm really glad that they took so long to bring it. I was, like everybody else, still is, getting a little bit sick of glassed enemies. Still am, but now I can glass my own enemies. Did they actually go through? For once they did. Not just for the gimmick of it kind of doing glass damage, which basically just kind of freezes an enemy in place, like a glassed enemy, but not for too long. It actually, there's active here, it actually does a nice amount of damage, and that's what I mean by this thing actually turned out to be worth the wait. I don't have corrosive on, it should not strip armor that quickly, but it does. It has all the right damage in all the right places, which basically means this thing, I may put another skin on because it is a bit tall and it doesn't quite fit on the screen a lot of the time, but come on, it's just, considering how long we've waited, it was 25 long weeks of Glassmaker Series 3 before this turned up. With the first series, the wolf sledge was basically available instantly. As soon as the wolf started to spawn, which was pretty much instantly, you could get the weapon parts to drop. The second one wasn't as bad. It was still worth the wait. The weapon was not as bad as I keep saying it was, but this is better. After only one form, I was actually amazed this fit. I wasn't going to former this, but decided I'm going to throw condition overload in here anyway, because the extra 120% melee damage could come in really useful. But I was really amazed on how well this actually fit, considering I've just formatted it, so really there should be 2 points left. But yeah, that is a lot of damage that this thing does. Would, in all honesty, probably swap out the crit chance from True Steel because Blood Rush is in there, but probably not. Personally, I'm going to leave that in there, and I have Prime Fury in there instead of Berserker anyway, because a lot of people are going to go on about, well, you haven't got Berserker in here and you've still increased the crit chance. Well, I've increased the crit chance with True Steel and with Blood Rush, and it goes quick all of the time using Prime Fury. And then obviously damage, elemental damage, crit damage, more damage. Damage! Only problem is, and even though a lot of the footage I have, the Vicious Frost and Virulent Scourge were technically unmodded, so it's not doing the right amount of damage. Oh, this thing does a lot of damage. The only thing I wish I could find for this right now is a Riven. Of course, if you do come across one, they are going for insane amount of platinum, so we'll not be doing that anytime soon, but was amazed on how well this thing worked, considering it is a Nightwave rewarded weapon. The last one, not so good. The first one, it was okay. This is what it should have, Nightwave Series 1 should have started at, and then got better and better and better. Not start good, go meh, and then Series 3 be much better. It should get better with every Nightwave weapon reward that we get. Though, Nightwave Series 3, also melee weapon. 2 was a melee weapon, 1 was a melee weapon. Pop that aside, I'm leaving this thing equipped. I am not taking it off, apart from to obviously play with the new Prime, but I actually took the new Prime off to put this back on. Because, wow. I was just having way too much fun, and I've been using a heavy sword for a while now, so there was no kind of difference to this. It just did way more damage in every aspect, because the Paracesis, as I've explained in the past, I've been using in case the Sentients come, because the new war is going to have the Sentient in it, and they are going to be... This sword strips them of everything and does a lot of damage to them. That would be the Paracesis, not the Vitrica. The Vitrica just has way more damage, way more heavy damage, winds up quicker, about the same speed actually, lower radius, but everything else it just does more damage on every aspect. So I think I'm going to leave this equipped for a while because I like the looks of it. It does way more damage, but now the hunt for the Riven to make it even so much better basically has begun. So I think we'll leave this off here for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.